It's been a very, very long while since I did one of these, and I thought the best way I could bring this series back from the ground up again is by doing a revisit with another well-known guest of mine that's been in multitude of my videos, and he is definitely has been in this series numerous of times, and he is one of the top views of one of my videos when it comes to collaborations, at least with my friends of doing this. So I am bringing back Ronin's Mind with Grodd.
Hi.
Yes. And now this one is going to be a revisit to one of the old videos that I did, because back then I made a video called Unresolved Anger. I want you to dive in, this topic, and I want you to explain about your feelings on unresolved anger. Like when I did the topic back then, you probably had never watched the video in a long while, so you probably don't know what I said, but I'm not asking about my part. I'm just thinking about like what you feel about it, what you think about it.
Like my thoughts and opinions on mine, or just the topic itself?
Let's go with the topic itself, and then afterwards we'll dive in deeper on you.
Alright. When I hear those words, I'm thinking that just somebody that doesn't know peace, and also that just is easily susceptible to said anger or rage.
Right.
And they just don't know how to help with said to get past that. That's when I think when I hear that.
So a person that doesn't know peace, that struggles with said anger, and they very easily fall into this type of emotion. Okay. And that's what I was thinking too when I was making that video itself. And it was like a little bit heated at the moment, because when I thought about that topic, I was going through something around the time that made me think maybe I should talk about this, because who knows, other people might feel this type of way, because maybe they don't know peace, maybe they have issues with this said anger, they don't know how to resolve it in some way, shape, or form. They tend to lash out very easily. The smallest things that inconvenient really sets them off. There's a lot of different things that happens when it comes to this topic, and since you're on here, it will be really more easier that I have you as a great example, because you go through a lot more things in life than I do. My life is not really that eventful, but yours, however, has its ups, and it definitely has its downs. So I think we should jump in further by this next question I have for you is, how are you dealing with your unresolved anger, basically?
Mostly, I think about just happy moments, really, and also just finding little tiny outlets to deal with my anger. Like it could be reading, or playing games, or just hanging out with my buddy. Please, just chill and just express how I feel in that moment, just to help with it. But sometimes with you like to poke and prod at me. That's why I get a little bit more angry. But coming to think about it, I'm just like, it's just some dumb stuff to not really be angry about.
Yes, I do agree with you when it comes to finding different outlets. Just to really try, just to get through like anger, basically, because outlets have been a very useful thing just to do for most people, because some people do like to read, like you say, chilling with the boys, that's another one. Do you have a favorite go-to when it comes to this issue that you usually do have?
I like to sometimes just be alone and just be in a quiet environment, so I can just calm myself and just like not feel like I'm like just one word or one interaction away from just blowing up on a person.
So
That's
basically
why
just
whenever,
separating yourself from the situation entirely, just to take
yeah,
a
yeah,
breather. Yeah, okay, that's
yeah,
a good one.
that's why whenever something happens at like my job, like if I'm like getting pissed off, I just walk away, take a breather, and I just come back, and I'm all fine.
Okay, very very nice. Um, because usually I yeah, I agree with that 100% because usually, let's say, like, if there's been times where I've been in situations where I do get upset at something, or someone has said something to me,
Hmm.
or something happened that did not go that I was planning, and it really just grinds my gears a bit.
Hmm.
Yes, walking away from the situation and just letting it go, taking a breather, taking a moment, helps actually tremendously. You are indeed right.
It really does. Like some people's thinking that like, oh, you should go see a person, a professional person about it. That I was like, no, like if the person knows like how to control themselves, I think it should be all right for now. It's up to them if they want to seek help for what they're going through.
Precisely, yes. Getting professional help is like another thing that people always will recommend, but sometimes it's not really the case to really do that at times when it just takes like maybe just a one moment just to step back, decompress a bit, and get a better view instead of reacting emotionally to that
Hmm.
said problem. And then it goes by really, really well compared to just
Yeah, yeah.
immediately, seeking professional help immediately, which does cost quite a bit of money
A
immediately
little bit
right
of
off the bat.
cheddar, a little bit of cheddar.
Yeah, a little bit of that. And again, it's nice that people say that, but sometimes people don't have maybe the finances for that, and they need to find a different way just to get through this problem because not everyone has said money
Yeah.
just to afford these types of help at all.
Hmm.
So it's better when they try their best to, step back, take a moment, breathe, and then go at it, or just
Hmm.
straight up just drop it entirely. Just go to one of your outlets that you like to do just to express yourself about like this particular emotion, then come back and wind back in and try again tomorrow. That's always another
Yeah.
good option as well. Two
Yeah,
very
it's easier
powerful good
said than
options.
done. Yeah, it really is easier said than done. Like I thought about it a few times, but like it's not like on the top of my list of what I need to do.
Yeah, precisely. Especially how things go on with you, because I know yours is very different. You are a busy person at times on certain days and stuff, and
Hmm.
you basically have a life right now. So you
Hmm.
are basically going through a lot, but you're always finding ways just to make sure you're not going off the rails. You're always
Yeah,
making sure
not
you're the
not
bigger
not taking
person.
over.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, shit. Sometimes I can be a little petty. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it just depends on the person.
well, everyone has their threshold, and sometimes when something cross it, yes, sometimes people be like, payback is a really good option right now. I think I'm choosing this option right now. It happens.
Yeah, like that
Everyone
demon.
does it. Yes. Everyone does it. I'm guilty of it. Everyone's guilty of it. We all do it. But at the end of the
Nobody
day,
isn't. Nobody.
yeah, but at the end of the day, still, it's always better just to be the bigger person, just let it go. Try again tomorrow. It's always that's that thing that usually will make you better, and plus it develops patience depending on the person. For me, it has.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always best to just let it go. Because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's not
It,
going to do you
it's not
much
worth it.
justice when you lash out or just blow up in that said moment. You're just only going to make it worse. It's better just drop it, leave it alone, come back again tomorrow. It will still be there, but then again, you still have a more clear mind just to deal with it and probably get by it through way better compared to the first time.
Hmm. Drop a wild tot, basically.
Yes. Another question I have for you is that do you have any moments that you can recall that where you're like, maybe I should have gone about it a different route compared to how I reacted the first time. Hey, do you have any moments that you want to give an example of?
Yeah, there was a moment when my grandmother passed away. You know that. You know
Yes,
that
yes, I do.
one.
Yep.
When she passed away, and like I like so many people like saying like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like, "Oh my God," like, which I understand that, like, I get it. I was an emotional time, but I was trying to go through it my way and not try to seek other people's like care and stuff. And there was this one person that all they have for me is just love and care, and I kind of like bit back, and I just straight up yelled at them, tell them to just stop fucking bothering me in that kind of way. Like I basically just blew up, like, and I just kind of shut down, and I just like didn't reply to anything because I was just so mad. And then when I look back on it, I was like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? And so I messaged them back, and they were quite honestly pissed off at me, which is rightly so. But we came to understanding that I'm not an easy person to really try to get an understanding to. But I said I am prone to anger pretty easily. But just know that it wasn't directed towards you. I just had enough of just having people constantly and bothering me how I feel and all that. So I just blew up. It was hard, but I got through it. And then I reflected on what I did and I apologized and accepted it. But still, it's still that day that it kind of affected me that way. I'm just like, damn.
Fair
But
enough.
yeah, that's in the past.
Yeah. So you took the moment where you just like, man, maybe I should not have done that. I'm gonna go
That
and
was a
reach
dick
out.
move.
Yes, like a normal person would do, and that's very good that you do that. And it's crazy to me how not a lot of people would do exactly that. They'll just blow up, and then hopefully everything blows
Just
over,
be
and
that
then
way.
pretend like nothing happened after a while, which is usually not the
I
best
see
thing
that
to
a
do.
lot.
When you really realize when you messed up, when you have that type of emotion and you just lashed out on where you just couldn't hold it in and it just blew up in front of your face, it's better just try your best to just to recollect yourself, take a moment, but then afterwards, if you lash at someone, it's good to always like go and reach back out to them and apologize to what things that you said or done, so that's so they can get understanding. Like, hey, I know I said this and that. I did mean it. I'm going through a rough time. I'm sorry that you did not deserve that. I should have kept my anger in
Mm-hmm.
check, but it was just a lot going on. I am sorry. Not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people do that. And it's crazy. Sometimes people say like it's a fear factor because they feel like, oh, it's over since I did that. Or maybe they just like, I don't know how to really say sorry after what I just said. Or they just flat out just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to just go by it. And usually that doesn't really help anyone, not even yourself to include it. It doesn't really help.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better just
Like,
to literally.
oh, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. It's better
Yeah,
off that you
you know,
literally just apologize to the person immediately after some time of breathing. So that's so they can understand that, well, you did say all those things, but at least you came back and you apologized and you understand now what's trying to help you.
I was just gonna say that like during that moment, like I didn't know how I would say sorry. Like it was just like in the back of my head, like would he even like accept my apology? Because I was a fucking ass. But they did, and I'm glad they did. Because you know me, I'm a hot mess. I ain't perfect.
Precisely. So it's good that you did that. Judging by the time of how long you've been alive for, has there
25 years.
ever been a standing out moment where you finally realized that yes, I'm making progress in dealing with this problem that I have, and I'm very proud of myself in this very moment now. I'm finally learning and I'm getting by it one step at a time.
I think it was like when we like actually started like play games with each other. I think I kind of like blew up on you one day, and you're just like, bro, calm the fuck down. It's not that deep. It's only a game. We all make mistakes, but you just need to calm down. And that's when I was just like, yeah, he's right. It's only a game. It's not like I'm like dying for life for it or anything. It's just that sometimes I can be just too tense, like in certain scenarios. And also, for the record, viewers, I'm not mean to my friends. Trust me. I told them dead to right in the beginning of this friendship, like, look, I'm gonna be an asshole, but it doesn't mean that I'm like actually hating it for it. No, it's just me being me and just expressing how I feel in a certain moment. So just ignore what I said. And this is why this guy right here ignores half the mean shit I say to him. He fires back, and that's what I like about it. But it's all fun and games. There's no words.
Precisely.
But yeah, it was just it's just all the fact that like how I should like take a step back and like thinking clearly on how I talk to people and how I express my anger or any kind of emotion that I do express, and it just made me reflect. I'm like, damn, you know what? You may be right. Maybe it's time to actually kind of just take a chill pill and just not be angry all the time. At least try to, because y'all be doing some dumb shit to me all the damn time.
Well, to be honest, you made tremendous progress. It could have been a whole lot worse, and I don't plan on stopping either. So,
yeah, that's why we're best buddies.
yep, precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. But it's like, yes, you made a lot of progress during that time period, and you've been doing pretty damn well. Because you do a lot. You go through so much stuff, and you understand that. Well, yeah, a lot of stuff is happening, but still, I'm not gonna blow up over it. I can always try again another day, and that's usually the main driving point that a lot of people should understand when it comes to being angry at a certain thing, or something's not working, or a lot of things are just not going out exactly how you want it. It's okay. There's always a tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. You will try again tomorrow. And as long as you understand that, the better you'll be when you're dealing with this said problem that you have, which is unresolved anger, or you having like a bit of pent up emotions and stuff like that. It's definitely not a good idea just to hold that in to begin with at all. So that's another thing that people should learn, that never in a million years or ever for all of eternity ever hold in your emotions at all. I don't care what the media says. I don't care what successful people say or think or even do. That shit is bullshit.
Like, express your emotions. Like, don't hold them in, because people can take advantage of that, or it's just that you just don't feel like you can't like proceed forwards because you're just too emotionally stunted in a way, because you're just repressing all that emotions that you can't express. Like, talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to anybody. Only the trusted people though. Not like don't just like walk down a random street and just talk to some random person and be like, I'm just so angry all the time. I'd be like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Talk to the people that care about you. If not, then at that point, that's when you need to go and seek professional help.
Precisely. That's what you should. That professional help is like the last resort. It's good that you try to take like easy steps that anyone can do during that time period, so that's like you're not dipping into your pockets for help. Because sometimes maybe like you could have done this one easy little thing that could have changed your whole perspective, your whole mindset, your whole everything when it comes to this problem, and you did not need to waste so much more money and time on something when you could have just done that one simple action. Usually it just takes like one simple action that changes everything. Changes completely everything. So that's something that really, really wants to be driven home. That, like, you don't need professional help unless it's a last resort that you need when it's really, really bad. You tried everything in the book, and professional help is definitely can be something that could help solve said problem. I guess I'll dive into me now of my viewpoint on it of unresolved anger. It's basically the same as yours, but I think it's more deeper. I feel like it stems from people who are in an environment where people are always constantly holding emotions, keep bottling it up, or constantly being, trying to please everyone, even if they get shit talked, all the bad above, and it's not healthy. It's a very unhealthy trait that most people have. And I've seen, well, can't really say seen. Well, no, I've seen a bit, like myself IRL wise and on the internet, that people act like, well, I don't blow up at all. I show no emotion at all, and this and that type nature, which we've talked about earlier. And I feel like that mindset stems from weird internet
drama type
like
stuff.
internet drama or internet like influencers at times that tries to drive home this point, like, you don't need anyone at all. You don't need this, you don't need that. All you need is money, and then you're good. I promise you, at the end of the day, money cannot solve everything. I do not care if it's like giving you this and that of that nature and all that stuff. It is not going to help you with literally everything. It's just not. So when you hear these influencers, all that stuff saying this, like holding your emotions, stuff like that, or just flat out just be like, well, control your anger, don't mention it to anyone, just yada yada. I'm like, well, I feel like we're missing the bigger picture because we're human. We can't.
Yeah,
we're not robots. We're not all gonna do that. It's unethical. It makes no sense. You're taking away the humanity that was given to you in the first place when you touch this earth. When you touch the soils of this like land and you walk among like other people and stuff like that, you're missing that humanity side of you that you were given at birth, which was emotions to begin with. And it's a good thing that you experienced anger. It's a great thing that you experienced that, because it shows that you care. It shows that, man, I really wish I could have done this better, or man, I really wish my friend could have done like that, or he got this and that. That anger shows that you care. It's a mechanism that we all have, and anyone should experience this within their lives. Has there been times where I've dealt with it? I will admit, yes. Yes, I have. It's only due to the fact of, will admit, it does stem from the environment that I'm in, that there are times I'm just like, I can't open up. Even if I did, I would just be saying that I need to grow thicker skin, or maybe I'm just being too emotional, or maybe I've been told that maybe I just don't care enough, yada yada. And that's like off the top of my head. If I actually went in deeper, it goes back a lot. So I do deal with this, not on a daily basis, because I do understand that I am human, and I refuse to be that one person that locks away these emotions. I think it's great that we embrace them. Do
you ever wish to be out of that said environment that makes you that upset and mad?
All the time I do. Every day I always think about how can I be different compared to my peers around me, because all I see is that they care for one thing, and it's very close-minded. And when I see my family members or anyone that I'm around IRL wise, they just always feel closed-minded. They always act like the next person around them, and they say they have these ambitions and stuff like that, but still they get closed-minded, and it's just not healthy for them, especially when it comes to anger. My family, What's up?
Oh, sorry. Is it just basically just be somebody that they just can't be?
Yes. And it's just not, it's not right. And then they get upset. And a lot of drama happens in my family. It happens in everyone's family. It just depends on the different types of love. I'm finna sneeze soon. The different levels of it just depends on the family and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless me. Shit.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Thank you. So it just depends. I'm not gonna sit here and say like mine's is like the worst. No, it could have been a whole lot worse. No, mine's is pretty damn okay. It's not the greatest, but it's definitely okay. They definitely shit again.
Bless you, man. You about to sneeze again? Okay.
No, I'm good now. Don't bring it up. But yeah,
You know,
still. It could have been a whole lot worse. I've heard a lot worse that people deal with. So not to like discredit mine, everyone's pain is the same. No matter what you're going through, it still is pain, and everyone deserves help. My anger stems from how different I am from my family. Like, I am always constantly thinking differently. I'm always doing stuff way differently. I'm just different. I can't say that I fit in with my family whatsoever of how I am today. Especially when it comes to choices in literally flat out in anything. I'm just different. And sometimes it makes me feel like shit. And when I feel like shit, I get angry that I feel like shit. Because I'm like, I don't want to feel shitty. Because usually people who feel shitty, oh my god, shitty, stems from them feeling like, in my thought process, feels like I'm just like the natural next person next to me that always feels shitty every day, that has to work a 9-to-5 job, which no disrespect to anyone that works a 9-to-5 job, but this is just how I think, that works a 9-to-5 job, that always complains about literally everything. They do this and that of that nature, not even trying to build themselves up, not even trying to like do anything, and they just shitty all day. And I hate that type of person so much, and it angers me, and I would hate for myself to be that said person. I would hate it. So that's why I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I'm not that. And this is one of those outlets right here, doing videos or hanging out with you guys. Yeah. Sometimes playing on VR chat, doing role play character stuff, anything that I can do that involves with creating something helps me so much in my life. If I haven't been able to do anything that's like creative at all, I don't think I would be the person that I am today, if I'm gonna be quite honest. I've always needed something that evolves around me creating something. Like
something to express yourself.
Yes. Because I've always felt like I'm in a box. And I don't want to be in a box. I want to be outside the box. I want to experience new things, new challenges, try my best to improve myself and be different every day. And I'm so goddamn proud of myself, because I've always thought being a YouTuber might be hard, or doing video editing might be hard and stuff like that. It is hard a little bit, but not really. It's only hard to how you want to express yourself. And I'm just like, damn, can I really do this? And then come to find out, when I compared to how I edit back then compared to now, it is clearly night and day of how much better I've gotten compared to all my old videos compared to now.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you with that stuff. That see that you're improving on your work, and I love that.
And plus, there's been times where I go to you about my problems, saying like, man, I feel like I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't know. And then you're like, well, have you ever thought about doing this? Or maybe trying that? I'm like, no. Actually, no, I haven't. I actually haven't tried that. Maybe I should really think about that and actually try that. And lo and behold, and spiral into something else, and it became even better for me, and I keep on like getting more and more better as a person later on because I'm just finally learning new things, and it's fun. And I've always seen the world differently. I've always seen it in a, usually people see the world gloomy and stuff like that. My mom does it, my brother does it, everyone flat out does it. And I've tried to not view it like that, because usually when you view it that way, that's how it's going to be that way. But maybe if you just change your perspective ever so slightly, it actually can be better. So, back on the topic, my unresolved anger stems from me not being outside the box and being better compared to the average person. So, that's why I am constantly striving. I'm constantly moving my thoughts around. I love listening to feedback, even though I like to give shit on purpose, because I'm just like, God damn it, I didn't think of that. Fuck you. But also, thank you.
Like what I do sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just like, I love that feeling where I'm just like, okay, I did that, but what's next? And then people are like, hey, maybe you should do this, maybe sprinkle a little bit of this. And I'm just like, okay, I'll take your feedback. Now how can I add your feedback but integrate it into my own thing? And that is always the fun part. Like I said in Outer Perspective, like that video that I did for like in the New Year's, I've always had fun in thinking about what's next that I could do that is different compared to anyone else that I've am around. And now that I think about it, I've done a lot, and I still am potential for more things. And there's also another thing that I kind of want to do other than video editing as well, that I have on my mind, but I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if I want to do it yet. But since I'm thinking about it, I'm probably am going to do it, because it's better that I just try it and see what happens.
You don't know unless you try.
Precisely. And that is the best part. You don't know until you try. And ever since I've done content creating, when I first tried it, I was high. I felt like high above everything, because the fact that I even took the first step, even doing this, I already felt different compared to most people. And consistently like keep on doing it is like another thing, because I am consistently trying to do this, because usually most people just only do it for a little while and then quit. But me, I see everything. I want to do everything on this. So anything that I could bring from the outside perspective and in it to like videos, I want to do that. So unresolved anger, as long as I am doing something creative and expressing myself, I am happy. And I can get through it. So at the end of the day, when it comes to this emotion that you're dealing with, unresolved anger, either stemming from being like holding it in, or not knowing how to express it, or just flat out just don't know what to do with it, the main advice that I can give you is that find something that you genuinely enjoy doing. If you don't have that thing, look for it. Try your best to find different things that you can do within a time period by yourself or with a friend, and then see where it takes you, and try your best to have a blast. Don't even think about what happened, just let it go. That's
find what makes you happy, basically.
Yes, that's what I believe that anyone should do. And as a last resort, definitely seek professional help. What would you give advice to, like, rather if it was your younger self or anyone that deals with this problem?
What I would give to my younger self, and it's to say, it's not that deep. It's not that bad. it could be like what you said earlier. It could be way worse than it already is. So should you express it that way that you're doing right now, or should you express it differently so you don't hurt the people that you care about? Now to other people, I'm not sure. That I don't know what they're going through specifically, but I'll just say that like just breathe and take it one step at a time, and just try to find something that makes you calm, collected, and just be yourself more than what you're letting your emotions lead you to be.
I think that will be it. It's gonna be, yeah, that was like a 40-minute recording session. So yeah, I think that's all I got.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, I think that's all I got for now that I can really say on this topic. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add more bits into this video as well, just to add more of a broader mind to this. So yeah, but I definitely can't wait till I bring this series back, and I am gonna do more of these because I have a list. I kid you not, I have a list of so many topics that I can talk about that I've been stockpiling for the past like months, maybe 2 years to be exact, since it's been a very long time since I did the last recording on Ronin's Mind, which is definitely maybe a year ago. So thank you all for watching. My name is ArizenjiTSF, and this has been a lovely time with my special guest Grodd, and I can't wait to do another one of these with him eventually. And I'm pretty sure I can think of a few more topics that I can bring him on for, because he has experienced a lot that I can't wait to see even remotely even bring him on for. It's gonna be really easy.
That's it.
Pretty much. So that'll be it. Thank you all for watching. My name is ArizenjiTSF. I'll see you all in the next Ronin's Mind episode. Take care, my fellow Ronins /swordsmans.
Love yourself.